If they can get those white ones backing over, 10 seconds left. Red looking really strong here.
So 1 week ago, we were here for the RADC World Championships, and now 1 week later, we are here for the RADC World Championships. So today will just be for a little bit of qualifying, I think like 5 out of 7 matches. But right now, we're gonna head down to the Parade of Nations. Unfortunately, Chase is the only one in it, so sad times. But so yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, we're gonna have. Yesterday was just practice, so not a lot of exciting things going on. But overall, we're gonna try to get a good record going through qualifying and have some fun. So we're on the floor here for the Parade of Nations. Chase should be coming out in just a little bit, so it should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to get some cool video of this. But overall, it's just be a blast, and I'm just really excited to get this thing going.
Team 15979K, EIT Academy from Salina, Texas.
So we just finished the Parade of Nations, and we're going to start getting prepared for our practice match. And yeah, hopefully we get to get a good start to the day there. And after that, we have lunch. And yeah, I just really want to see how well we do with our qualifications here.
So we just finished our first qualification match. This match did not go very well. In our practice match, we found out that the prop guard, the 3D printed one that we made, was a little bit off balance, so we tried to fix it for this match, but we found out that in this match it was just as wobbly. I took off, I went to the center. I did an okay job of getting them over to our side, but then once I tried to do anything else, it's just uncontrollable, and I kept falling and then taking off again, falling, taking off again, and I tried to get as many points as I could with that. But now looking back on it, I probably should have just landed and taken the 15 points, but I didn't, and ended up basically falling on my face, and I was out for the rest of the match. So it technically wasn't really my fault, but we're gonna try to switch to the standard prop guards for our next match. But overall in the match, so we wrecked early, and then our alliance partner had to kind of try to keep us in it by themselves. It was really tough because by then most of the balls were already in corner goals, so they had to try to go through the keyhole gate to de-score from it. But on the way in, not on the way in, but on the way out, they got wrecked. They hit the keyhole gate and flipped over. They did a really good job of keeping us in it. It was actually really close still despite that. But once again, this time, yes, it wasn't really my fault, but we really need to start making it lasting through the matches. Hopefully we'll do better. So right now we're 0-1. We don't have a great rank right now, but we still have 6 matches left, so hopefully we can keep improving our rank.
All right, we are ready to fly. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, lift off. Here we go.
So just finished our first match. This one we were using our the standard prop attachments just for better balance. But in the beginning, I went into the center. I was able to blow quite a few balls over to our side, and then next I went over to our opponents to get even more back over to our went over to our opponent's side to get even more balls over to our side, and I did really well with that. It was looking really solid for the match overall. I think we were in the lead. And we had most of the balls onto our side. But then the problem was when our opponents, they blew the balls that were scoring for our team in our floor goal, they blew them into their corner goal, which was a huge point swing in their favor. And so I had to go through the keyhole gate to try to de-score it, and actually de-scored most of them, including 3 big balls. and once I descored them, our opponents were trying to blow them back in, and I didn't take a go back up through the keyhole gate because I knew that the if you have three big balls and your floor goal, you're not guaranteed to win, but you have a really good chance at winning. So that the match really counted on us keeping them out of the goal. So just stayed there for a while, blowing them back out until I got caught on the top of the corner goal and flipped over. So yeah, we really need to work on staying upright through the whole match. This time it wasn't the balance fault. It was just I just got caught on something. So it was my fault again. So I gotta try to stay upright through the whole match so we can get those extra 15 points for landing.
We've got thumbs up all around. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, lift off.
So we just finished our third match. This one didn't go very well either. In the beginning, I took off and I went towards our corner goal. I was able to blow 4 balls out of the closed ball holder into our corner goal, and I really good at that. I was able to get a few more balls in there as well, even including a big ball. And so it was, once again, it was looking really good for our team. And then I got way too aggressive, went way too fast into our opponent's zone and got caught on the wire. And I know it's hard to see, but it's no excuse because I was just going way too fast, way too aggressive, and flipped over, got caught. So once again, I wasn't able to finish the match. So our opponents and our alliance partners, they did really well. After that, they're able to bring 3 big balls to our zone and even get them in the corner goal. But because of the 2v1, our opponents were able to blow them back out of the goal and onto their side of the field. So they did really well despite the 2v1. So yeah, it's the reason why we're losing is because we're not able to stay throughout the whole 3 minutes of the match, which is my fault. I'm just being way too aggressive. So I need to try to know and understand that the 15 points at the end of the match is greater than the few points I would get by going fast. So landing at the end of the match is the key, and I'm not doing that right now. So we're 0-3 right now. So, but the good part is that we know why we're struggling. So hopefully we can fix that tomorrow and just put this behind us and just do better tomorrow. So we just finished all of our matches for today. Obviously they did not go very well. We had some balance issues and just getting caught on things. So hopefully we can do better on those tomorrow. So since we just finished all of our matches, tonight will be for skills. So we're going to get all of our skills runs in, hopefully, and then just hopefully do as well as we can. Hopefully we didn't do well in our matches, but hopefully we can do better in skills.
Skills, I don't expect it to work because it's been inconsistent all day, and everyone else's has been inconsistent all day and all tournament. I'm hoping to get a 30, but to be honest, I'm not exactly confident in it. Although if it were to, be awesome. Ready? Okay. Good luck. Did you see how far off that was?
So that is it for today. We just got all of our skills runs in and our 3 matches. The matches did not go very well. We ended up getting 15 in programming, so it's okay. We're hoping to land the drone tomorrow, but we only went to the gate. So that's it for tomorrow. It didn't go very well today. Hopefully we can improve tomorrow. But yeah, we had fun. Ultimately, that was our goal. So if we can improve at least a little bit tomorrow, then that'll be a successful day.
So we just arrived for day 2. We haven't been doing very well in the matches today, partially because we've been having a bit of balance issues with the drone. So it hasn't been entirely Landon's fault, but now we're skills slot is about to open, so we're gonna get there, hopefully get a 30, and just make a good showing of skills. And yeah, again, we kind of dug ourselves in a hole, so we're just gonna try to get out of it and just hopefully do pretty well.
Just one. Nope.
So we just did our skills runs. We actually got a 30, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, we tried to do another one where we blew some balls out. It's just that one went a little haywire, but we still got it. We were, what, last time we checked we were 10th, I think. And yeah, I'm just really excited with it. Hopefully we can take what we learned for next year.
Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
So we just finished our 4th match. This one went a lot better than our previous 3 matches of the tournament, and it was pretty interesting because in the beginning it was already a 2v1 because I don't think our opponent's alliance partner showed up. But anyway, in the beginning I took off, I went over to our corner goal, got a couple of balls into that corner goal. Then I went into the center, tried to get some of them back to our side. And then the interesting part was that when I went over to our opponent's side, I collided with the only red drone, and I landed face up, so I was able to take off again. But our opponents weren't. So right after that, it was just a 2v0. So basically, what we did after that, we just went around trying to get all of the easy points into our goals, just to secure the win. Because, but then we didn't just land right away because we wanted to secure a higher score, because after win points, the next highest rank decider is by the amount of points you've scored. So we weren't just trying to win, we were trying to get a pretty high score to make up for first 3 losses. So we went around, we blew as many balls into our goals as we could, which, I mean, obviously it's kind of the goal. But then after a while of doing that, with about 40 seconds left, I landed, and then our alliance partner landed too, but when we tried to move them over to the neutral zone, they caught the wire and flipped over. It wasn't that big of a deal because we still won, but it definitely would have helped get us a higher rank with that extra 15 points. But it's not that big of a deal. The most important part is we were able to pick up our first win, so hopefully we can keep it going through our next 3 matches.
Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. 10 more matches.
So that was our 5th match. It did not go very well at all for us. In the beginning, I did the same thing as last time. I went over to our corner goal, got some balls into there, and then I spent like 15 seconds in the air because I went over to the center and I was trying to get balls to our side again like normal, but then I got caught on one of those one of the arches, and when I landed face up, but I was inside on top of the stand, so I was kind of at an angle, but I was able to take off again. But I was right under the arch, so I caught on it again and flipped upside down. So I was only in there for 15 seconds, which I think is a personal record. But yeah, so once again, I didn't do very well staying in the air. I just need to be more cautious. But anyways, since I was down in the first 15 seconds, our alliance partner kind of had to try to carry the match for us, and they actually did a really good job of that. They were able to get like 6 small balls into the corner goal and then a big ball, and so we still got off to, at the beginning we got off to a really bad start because all the big ones were on our opponent's side. So it was really tough to turn the momentum back over to our side. But so we got a couple into our corner goal, but then most of the balls were in our opponent's corner goal. So our alliance partner had to go through the keyhole gate and try to de-score. and they tried to, but our opponents came in and made a wall, and we weren't able to get any out. So eventually our alliance partners, they got caught in the net that surrounded the field, so they weren't able to finish the match. But they did a really good job trying to carry us through it. Just they didn't work out.
Red Alliance ready. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
So we just finished our 6th match. This one was also quite interesting, but it went quite a bit better for us than our last few matches. So in the beginning, this time I was the one that went straight for the center, and at this time, instead of getting the balls over to our side, I was trying to push them towards our corner goal on our opponent's side. So it was a whole lot easier to move the balls where I wanted them to, since I didn't have to go over them and then blow them backwards. So I was just able to kind of move across the field, and I did a pretty good job at moving them towards our corner goal. I didn't get them in, but I did a very good job of getting them near it. The reason I wasn't able to get them in is because once I moved them over in that direction, I was trying to blow them in the goal, and then me and our opponents, we collided, and this time both of us went face down, and we weren't able to take off again. So it was just our alliance partner and then our one opponent's drone left in the field. But then shortly thereafter, they got caught on the keyhole gate, and they went down. So it was just our alliance partner's drone just had the whole field to themselves. So they went around for a little bit, got a couple more balls into the goal, but they landed quickly after all the drones collided. But they were all of the 3 drones that were face down were all in the same little corner, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, this one went better for us. We haven't made it to the end of the match really at all so far, so we really need to start making it lasting through the matches. Hopefully we'll do better.
Let's get liftoff in 3, 2, 1, go!
So we just finished our 7th and final qualification match. I have to say, so far this has been our best match so far. In the beginning, I went over to our corner goal, got a couple small balls in there, and then I went over to our opponent's side, and our alliance partner did a really good job of delivering all of the balls over to the left side of the field, so I could just move them up and down between our 2 corner goals. So there were 2 big balls available to me, so I got those in our corner goal, did really good at that. But then after that, our drone is moving around like crazy, so I just decided to play it safe and just sit there for a little bit so I didn't risk running into anything. And then our alliance partner, since our opponents had pushed a ton of balls into their corner goal, our alliance partner went in, and for a while they were trying to blow them out, and our opponents just kept blowing right back in. But then they flipped over, so our alliance partners were able to blow them all out. But then when they were trying to exit the keyhole gate, they flipped over, but they had already done their job. They'd already blown them out. So I had already landed, but then we saw that the big balls were in a pretty easy spot to blow over to our side. So I took off. I quickly went over the arch. I blew them into our zone. And then I came over and landed with like 5 seconds left. It was a really awesome match for us. We just played it safe. We were able to land in the last seconds of the match. So we got those extra 15 points. So that's really how we have to do it. Just play it safe and just get as many points as we can. So that one really good. We are 3 and 4 right now. We're not in a picking spot for the alliance rounds, but hopefully we'll be able to make the alliance rounds and hopefully do well.
And the pick is in. It's 58-625E. That's the WV Mountaineers, also from Hamlin, West Virginia. Do you accept?
I accept.
You accept. Move on up. Join your teammate. The pick is in. It's 60466X. That's Accelerate from Rich Central Campus High School in Olympia Fields, Illinois. Do you accept?
I accept.
They accept. All right. We've got all 16 alliances. Head on down.
So that's it. Unfortunately, we did not get picked for alliance selection, which obviously it's unfortunate. It's a little frustrating. We thought we had a good chance going in just to do well. We just had a rough week, Hopefully we can come back stronger next year. Despite the frustrating tournament, we still learned a ton. I was able to get better at flying by the end of it, but so it's really unfortunate. Hopefully we can, yeah, just like I said, do better next year. But so yeah, it was a really fun tournament overall. But yeah, we'll just try to get back at it next year.
First, the Modeling and 3D Printing Award, the Middle School Award, is presented to Team 15979K, Annihilation Unit from the IT Academy in Salina, Texas. Come on up, get your trophies. Congratulations, guys. Got a little photo op here right in front of you. Great work.
So we just got back from the tournament. Obviously, the matches themselves didn't go very well, but if we just focused on that, I feel like we'd have a very negative look about how the tournament resulted. But if we're gonna try to focus on all the other positives that came from it, including, well, I learned how to fly better and just be more cautious. We met a lot of cool people from all over the country. And we just had a blast at this tournament. Like, it's the World Championships. I mean, if we didn't have fun, then what's the point? And I think Chase could say the same.
Yeah, my best takeaway is, I guess anyone who's been in the RADC drone any tournament knows that the programming for the drone is really hard to get right. And I learned that early on. It's just really hard to get. And I mean, we were going in, we had, I don't know, like a 40-point skills program, and we were hoping that it would work. But I guess it didn't go quite as well as I hoped, but it went a lot better than I expected, because it went through the motions, it landed on the pad just right, it just missed a couple balls, and I'm really excited because we got, what, 11th? Something like that?
I think it was like, 11th or 12th.
Yeah, 11th and or 12th, 4th for middle school in the whole tournament, which I think that's just really, really good.
Yeah, so I know I didn't do very well in the matches. I was just way too aggressive. And I wrecked all the time, but I had a blast flying the drone. Like, I was flying a drone, and that's generally pretty fun. But I think I learned that you need to be a little bit, especially in just anything, you need to be less, especially when you haven't done it as much. You want to make sure that don't be too aggressive, because then you'll just obviously you'll hit things. I think the biggest key for us, when we started winning, when we started landing at the end of the match, we lost when we wrecked in the first 15 seconds, and we actually did a lot. So that's why we had a rough side of the tournament, and we did not get picked for alliance selection. We had a low rank. Just didn't turn out as well for us. But like I said, we had a lot of fun. We learned a lot, and it was just a blast. So I think, yeah, we like I said, we had a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll have as much fun next year.